Hello, sorry for the disturbance. Actually, light is went off. It just now resumed. Okay, we were on the set difference. Okay, the set difference operation contains all the tuples that are in R but not in S. Suppose you want to find all the tuples that are present in R but not in S. So take an example. There is a two tables, books as well as the articles. Of course, books are written by the some authors as well as the articles also written by the some author. And you want the name of the author who have written books but not article. There are two tables. First one is the book, second one is the article. These are the two tables which contains the name of the book, in book relation, name of the book ID, price, and author name. Assume this one. Same for article also. Now you want to filter, or you want the name of the authors who have written the books but not articles. So how to find it? Just fire a query. Over here, select project author. You want the author. Yes, that's why it is a column. That's why we are applying the project operation. Project author from the book as well as project author from the article. Both these queries, what it get listed all the authors name column. Okay, now we want just the author name who is available in book relation but not in the article relations. So just apply the set difference in between these two. It is like this. First, project author from the books, set different or minus author, project author from articles. It is a same as a set theory. Okay, that is the set difference. Let's see one more example. Concentrate over here. Please, all of you mute yourself. Write a query to select those student names that are present in a student table but not present in a course table. Assume that there are two tables are available. First one is the student, second one is the course. The table one course consists of the course ID, student name, as well as the student ID. These are the attributes. The student ID, student name, as well as the student age. Okay. Now we want the student name from the student table, which are only available in student table, but not in a course tables. If you see carefully in a course, there are also student name. In a students, there are also students name. In a course table, students name are Aditya, Steve, Paul, and Lucky. And in a table 2, that is the students name are the Aditya, Steve, Paul, Lucky, Carl, and Rick. Now, by using set difference operation, we list out the student, those who are available only in student table, not in course. So Carl and Rick are only available are in student table, and these are not present in a course table. Okay, just note down these points or take a screenshot. The next operation is Cartesian product. The Cartesian product is used to combine each row in one table with each row of other table. Of course, there are also two tables are available and we are combining the record of these two tables. But how? We are combining each row of first table with the each row of another table. Are you getting? It is also known as the cross product. Okay. It is also known as the cross product. Combines information of two different relations into one using the Cartesian product. How to notify this? Syntax of the Cartesian product is R cross product into S. Here R and S, these both are the relation or tables. Okay. Suppose, take an example. You want the list of the author named Adam from the books as well as the article. Assume again books and article, these are the two tables with books info, article info. Okay. Now you want the author name, whose author name is Adam, which who has written the books as well as the articles. So how to fire a query? Now you want over here the records. Okay, don't confuse in the tuple. We want to select the tuples or the attributes. First, realize that what exactly user want. Okay, whether it's records, whether it's attribute. Now here we want the list of author. Here we want the Adam, that is the author name. Okay, here it yields a relation which shows all the books and the article written by the Adam. Okay. So how to fire a query? Select author from books, Cartesian product article, where name is equal to Adam. That's it. Just note down these points. Purpose of the Cartesian product symbol, which we are using for the to perform the Cartesian product operations. Okay. Now come to the next. With example, we will now find the Cartesian product of the table R and S. See, for example purpose, I have taken the short table, small table. Table 1, that is the R, table 2, that is the S, with three records. After R Cartesian product S, every row of table R will combine with every row of table S. Here the first row in table R is AA 100 and that will be combined with table 2 XS 99. Again AA 100 YY 11. Again AA ZZ AA 100 ZZ 101. Like that, every record of table A, every tuple of table A will combine with every tuple of table B. Okay. So total number of records is, if there are 3 into 3 in table 1, there is a 3 records. In table 2, there are 3 records. So 3 into 3, total 9 records as the output after the Cartesian product. Okay. Are you getting? May I repeat? We are on the concept of the fundamental operation on the relational algebra. In that we have seen the select, project, union, Cartesian product, set difference. Okay, is there any doubt in Cartesian product, set difference? Yes. I'm waiting for the response. Are you understood the concept of the Cartesian product, set difference? Is there any doubt, any query here? The next one is the rename operation. The result of relational algebra are also a relation. Okay, we are performing the operation on the relations. We are taking input as a relation, performing the operation on relations, and at the end, whatever we are getting as a result, it's also a one kind of relation table. But while we are giving an input, at that time it has a name. For example, over here, table R, S, it has a name. But while we are performing any query, and after that we will get some new table. Okay, but there is no name for that table, and we want to give name to these tables. Then it is possible using the rename operation. Okay, the result of the relational algebra is also relation, but without any name. The rename operation allow us to rename the output relation rename operation, and it is denoted by the small Greek letter, that is the rho. Just note it down, rho. Now take an example of rename. Put rho first of all, and in after that in bracket student 1 comma student. Here now what the operation is going to perform, here existing relation is the student, and we are renaming that student table with the student 1. Okay, we can use the rename operator to rename the student relation to a student. Okay, like that we can rename the specific table name. Move to the next point, additional and extended relational algebra operations. Still now we have seen the fundamental basic operations on the relational table, and select, project, union. These are the specific or fundamental basic operations. But by using these operators, we can perform the more additional operation, extended relational operations on the table. That's why the name suggests as a additional. ज्या the existing operators आहेत, प्रोजेक्ट म्हणा, सिलेक्ट म्हणा, आणखीन युनियन, हे याच्याने आपल्याला काहीतरी आपण ऑपरेशन हे करतो, बेसिक ऑपरेशन्स परफॉर्म करतो. बट पण तेच ऑपरेटर्स यूज करून आपण जर अजून काही ऍडिशनल ऑपरेशन्स करू शकत असेल तर त्याला म्हणायचं की ऍडिशनल. ओके, एक्झिस्टिंग फंडामेंटल ऑपरेटरचा यूज करून जर आपण अजून काही एक्स्ट्रा करत असेल तर दॅट इज ऍडिशनल ऑपरेशन्स. सी then additional operations can be seen expressed using the fundamentals, पण त्याच्यामध्ये फंडामेंटल्स ऑपरेटर्सचाच यूज केला जातो. Okay, the simple extension is allow arithmetic operations as a part of the projection. आपण आता हे बघणार आहोत की ऍडिशनल रिलेशनल अल्जेब्राचे ऑपरेशन्स कुठले आहेत. An important extension is to allow aggregate. सपोज ऍग्रिगेट काढायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला आधी जे बेसिक्स आहेत, फॉर एक्झाम्पल मॅथ्स मध्ये ऍडिशन, सबट्रॅक्शन, मल्टिप्लिकेशन, डिव्हिजन हे जे काय आहेत बेसिक ऑपरेटर्स आहेत. त्याचा यूज करून तुम्ही ऍग्रीगेट करता. पहिला ऍडिशन करता आणि मग काय करता, डिवाइड करता. लाईक दॅट तुम्ही इथे पण हे बेसिक ऑपरेशनच्या कॉम्बिनेशननी एक नवीन ऑपरेशन्स करू शकता. दॅट इज अ एक्सटेंडेड ऑपरेशन्स त्याला म्हणतात. And another important extension is the outer join operation, which allows the relational algebra expression to deal with the null values which model missing information. आपण हे बघणार आहोत डिटेल मध्ये. जरी इथे काही पॉइंट्स नाही समजले, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. ओके. Now, first, additional relational algebra operation. In that, by using, we can perform the set intersection operation, assignment operations, natural join operation, and in that, left outer join operation, right outer join, and full outer join operations. What are these kind of operations? Let's see. First one, set intersection. As we all know, the set intersection in a set theory, like that, the basic concept is the same. Just we are performing this set intersection on the table. Okay. सेट इंटरसेक्शन जर सेट थेरी मध्ये असेल तर तुम्हाला दोन ग्रुप्स दिलेले असतात आणि त्याच्यामधून तुम्ही जे काही आहे कॉमन आहेत. सपोज एकामध्ये असेल एबीसी आणि दुसरीकडे असेल CDE आणि ए ग्रुप इंटरसेक्ट बी केला तर एबीसी आणि CDE याच्यामध्ये सी हा कॉमन आहे, तर सी हा तुमचा सेट डिफरन्स या सेट इंटरसेक्शनने ऍज अ आउटपुट म्हणून येईल. लाईक दॅट सपोज देर आर टू टेबल्स, दोन टेबल्स आहेत आर आणि एस, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये पण आपण सेट इंटरसेक्शन ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म केलं तर ते काही कॉमन रेकॉर्ड आहे तो तुम्हाला लिस्ट आउट होईल. It finds all the tuples that are present in a both, that is R as well as the S. Set intersection is not a fundamental operation and it does not add any power to the relational algebra. It's simply more convenient to write R intersection S than the write R. R set difference in bracket R minus S. See, set difference, set intersection जो आहे तो फंडामेंटल ऑपरेशन्स मध्ये नाही येत, कारण की आपण सेट डिफरन्स दॅट इज द मायनस हा वापरून सुद्धा सेट इंटरसेक्शन करू शकतो. ओके. इफ यू सी ओव्हर हियर, आर इंटरसेक्शन सेट इंटरसेक्शन इज इक्वल टू आर, राइट हँड साइडला आर मायनस इन ब्रॅकेट आर मायनस एस. Both are the same. That's why this is not a fundamental, it's a additional one. Mayuri, mute yourself. Okay. Now suppose there is a bank relation, bank database is there, in that borrow as well as the depositor. These are the two tables are available, and you want the customer name, those who are available in borrow as well as the depositor. Then just fire the query. First of all, you want the name, customer name, that is the attribute from the borrow as well as the customer name from the depositor. So common, so just apply the intersection in between these two. Project customer name from the borrow table, set intersection project customer name from the depositor. This project the common names of the customer name from the borrow as well as the R name from the depositor. Are you getting? Yes. See over here now with example. One more example is over here. Now, over here, the course as well as the student. These are the two tables. And we want the student name which are present in a course as well as the student table. So, in course, Aditya, Steve, Paul, Lucky, these are the student name. And in student table, Aditya, Steve, Paul, Lucky, Carl, and Rick. These are the student name. If I say you just list out the name of the student which are common in both tables, then at that time Aditya, yes, both the tables Aditya is present. Then Steve, yes, Steve is available in student as well as the course. Then Paul, yes, he is also available. And Lucky, yes, Lucky is also available. But Cal and Rix are not common in these two tables. So these are the excluded. Okay, like that we can perform the set intersection operation. Okay. Next one is the assignment operator. Suppose you wish to assign result of an expression into a relation R. Okay. For such work, we use the assignment operator. You are firing some query, after that you will get some result, and that result you want to assign to this particular relation. Okay. Then for that purpose, you can use the assignment operator. Whatever is the result, you want to assign that result to a specific relation. Okay, here R is a relation. How to syntax of the assignment operator, just note it down. We are using arrow for the assignment operator. Okay, and this is the right to left operator, means whatever is the expressions result is over there, that is shifted from left to right. Okay, sorry, एक्सप्रेशनचा जो रिझल्ट येईल तो एक्सप्रेशन हे राईट हँड साइडला आहे आणि रिलेशन हे लेफ्ट हँड साइडला आहे. सो राईट टू लेफ्ट असल्यामुळे एक्सप्रेशनचा जो रिझल्ट येईल तो आर ला अप्लाय होईल. ओके, असाइन होईल. इज दॅट क्लिअर? जसं आपण म्हणतो ना की सी इज इक्वल टू ए प्लस बी, मीन्स काय होतं, आपण ए प्लस बी ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करतो. ओके, आणि व्हॉट इज द रिझल्ट तो सी मध्ये स्टोअर करतो. मीन्स वी आर परफॉर्मिंग फर्स्ट राइट हँड साइड and storing the result to the left hand side. So right to left. Here R is a relation, E is an expression whose result we wish to assign to relation variable R. The result of expression to right hand side of arrow is assigned to relation variable of a left hand side of arrow. Okay, take an example. You want to select, you want to project a column name from the customer table. Listen carefully. There are two tables are available, customer as well as the employee, and you want the name of the customer as well as the name of the employee. So To select the name from the customer, just apply a query for that. Now you are performing operation on the column. So that's why we are applying the project operation. By name customer. This query select the name of the customer column from the table customer table. And whatever is the result? Name column we are storing to R1. We are assigning to the R1. Okay. Same way we are projecting the name of the employees from the employee table in second from employee, and after that whatever is the result we are storing to the R2 relations. Okay. Now you want to perform set difference. So then R1 minus R2 like that. And the result is stored in R. In this way, we can use the assignment operator. Is there any doubt? Are you clear with the concept? Yes. Next one is natural join operation. It is denoted by the join symbol. Here, the symbol is join symbol. Damru. तुम्ही डमरू म्हणू शकता याला. Okay. The natural join operation forms a Cartesian product. Cartesian product मध्ये काय बघितलं होतं आपण की इकडे पण 3 रोज आहेत, इकडे पण 3 रोज आहे आणि ऍट द एंड रिझल्ट हा 9 रोज येते, म्हणजे 3 into 3 होऊन येतोय. ओके. द कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू आर्ग्युमेंट्स सेम आहे, आपण दोन टेबल इथं कंबाईन करत आहोत, बट देर इज अ समथिंग डिफरन्स. कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट मध्ये जे काही आहे ते रेकॉर्डचं डुप्लिकेशन्स वगैरे होतं, पण नॅचरल जॉईन मध्ये रेकॉर्ड डुप्लिकेट होत नाहीत. जे युनिक आहेत कंबाईन होतात, पण जिथे जिथे डुप्लिकेशन्स आहे ते डायरेक्टली अवॉइड केलं जातं, रिमूव्ह केलं जातं सॉरी फ्रॉम द रेकॉर्ड. हा फरक आहे कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट एज वेल एज द नॅचरल जॉइन ऑपरेशन्स मध्ये. The natural join operations form a Cartesian product of its two arguments, perform selection forcing equality on those attributes that appears in a both relation schema, and finally removes the duplicate attributes. Natural joins can be defined as, yes, here two relation are natural join S we are performing, and the whatever is the result we are storing into the P. Okay. Just see, let's see the example of this. There are two tables, employee relation as well as the salary relations. Employee with attributes ID, name. Salary relation with attribute ID as well as the salary. And after, when we have performed the join operation relation on these two tables, then ID, name as well as the salary, these three only as a result will get displayed. Okay. If it is a Cartesian products, so 4 into 4 total 16 record as a result will get displayed, but as it is a natural join, it removes the duplication of the records. This is the main difference between the natural join as well as the Cartesian products. Yes, both are combining the two tables. Okay. Hope so you all understood these points. Okay.